Looks like we got a new friend!
Intro was so good.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for letting us know we're muted. We had some issues with my mic last season. It turns out, first time we've played since then. So thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the cleanup crew, the first session of the season. I've just forgotten all the things that I said, but we'll see if this crew can find Philip, find Toby, see if Callie can find a shield, and see if Armin wants to find their new child. Questionable. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please check out the following links. Check out our social links. There you can find our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube to come and be a part of the community. Get yourself a game or catch up. Also check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Mage Hand Press, who recently released the Dark Matter expansion for 5e, allowing space play. Also check out the Deck of Many, who have the wonderful Deck of Many Things, which I currently do not have to hand. Turn up.
Ta-da!
Hey, there we go. As you can see there, that's the, is that cantrips?
No, this is level 1. They were
Level 1
upside
spells,
down.
yeah. 'Cause they also have moving animated cards for all spells as well, so you can cast the spells as you cast, as Jenna is doing for us right now. Also, check out Hero Forge. Hero Forge is where you can create minis, much like the ones you saw on our intro screen. Hundreds of parts to create thousands of combinations, and they're releasing new bits all the time. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's start with Vicky this week. Oh, hey, Vicky.
Hello. It's good to be back. It was too long. I hope everyone had a nice holiday and a good start into 2020. And yeah, let's see. I doubt that Callie will find her shield, but let's see what our paladin will do and how she can grab at least any kind of shield. That will be the goal today. And I am exactly. And I'm Vicky. You can find me on cutie_v on the Twitter, and I'm usually here at this time every week.
Fantastic. Well, we'll carry on around the screen and go next to Ailish. Oh, hi.
Hey guys, I'm Ailish. I'll be playing Flu, half-elf, warlock, Pact of the Tome, and you can find me on Twitter at mahoi with an underscore. And,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
and we got to play a game with Ailish at PAX U. It was a lot of fun. I'm excited to have them on the show. It's going to be great.
Dark Matter was so good.
Next around the screen, we have Kiralee Burnett. Oh, hi, and good morning.
Hi.
Very early joining us this morning.
Yeah, it is. Hi, I'm Kiralee. I'm going to be playing Mark, a human fighter, and I'm very excited to be streaming. It's exciting.
Very excited to have you. Last but by no means least, our chronicler of the archives, our keeper of notes, and scribbler of doodles, Armin, or Jenna. Hey Jenna, how you doing?
Hi. Happy 2020. I'm happy Nat 20. I'm Jenna. You can find me at Aspiring DM on Twitter and littledragonscribbles.com, where I'll be putting our notes, and hopefully it'll be up faster with my new notebook. Woohoo! And I'll be playing Armin, our ASMR cleric. Yeah. And we're Spider. Yeah.
We find Callie and Armin walking away from Valaki. Fire in the distance behind them. As things did not go well in Valaki. Does anyone want to give me a brief recap about that? It's all a blur, you know.
I can try.
Do
Let
it.
me flip. Okay. I think we got there looking for Philip. Didn't find him. Acquired 2 weird dolls. Mine broke. It got repaired. We went to a mandatory festival with a bunch of children. Found out they were all fiends. All of them. And they turned against us. Like in iRobot. And then I don't know how things got set on fire, but everything started to burn down.
How did everything get set on fire? I can't remember either. Someone
I
did
don't
something
remember.
fiery.
Possibly. I don't have it written down. But they were trying to make everyone happy, or make sure they weren't unhappy. Something like that. But yeah, the entire place burnt down. Chickpea, my puppet, survived and then got thrown back into the burning town, and in the process of doing that, stole Callie's shield. And was the only survivor of the puppets, possibly?
Little nasty thing.
Yep. And then we started singing very morbid, like, Christmas carols.
True. With at least the folks from Valaki that got
It's-
out.
Not Barovia if you don't have morbid Christmas. So walking away from the town and that whole hot mess, Callie and Armin. Now maybe Blue and Mark. It might be two of you can let us know whether you're new to Barovia or whether you're residents of Barovia. But also you would have heard of the cleanup crew now operating out of Castle Ravenloft. Jobs for new adventurers. You're on your way there. See the town burning. You see these 2 travelers on the road. What do we all see? Who do we see? Why don't we start with Callie and Armin. Callie and Armin, as you're walking along the road, what do Flu and Mark see?
You see a girl walking next to a tiefling. She's fairly tall. She has her. We're probably like soot-stained at this point. She has gold eyes and dark black hair up in a ponytail with a bunch of feathers, all disheveled looking. Though her outfit is still looking fairly put together. Has a spear with a feather duster on the other end of it. sticking out of her pack, and really big rubber gauntlets on her hands with a raven symbol on the front of her clothes.
Yeah, and the tiefling next to her has black skin, white hair, golden eyes, golden freckles, if you see her from front. She is looking quite smoked, I guess. Not as clean as Armin. And yeah, she has an axe over her shoulder, and she's
No
a
shield?
bit taller than her friend. And she will maybe look a bit droopy because she's a bit sad that she lost the shield.
And coming across the bridge of the Lunar River towards Callie and Armin, Callie and Armin see.
Well, they would see for Floosh. They are a kind of waifish half elf, probably like 5'6", and with like blonde choppy bob leather armor. They keep opening up and looking at a little black notebook that's in their hand and then shutting it. But probably the most unsettling thing you would see is that they're covered in like tattoos that are a bunch of tendrils that are just covering their entire body. And if you pay attention, they're actually really slowly moving around.
That's really cool.
That's dope.
And for me, for Mark, you see a fairly tall human man, blonde hair, and he's dressed in a chainmail shirt, and he has a round shield on his back, and looking sort of a bit war-torn, bloody and dirty, and he's got blonde hair and blue eyes. He's got light skin, but it's sort of patchy because of blood and yeah.
I'm picturing like Boromir.
Good.
Sean Bean. A wild Sean Bean appears.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yay.
Will
Excellent.
not let him die.
Oh no!
As usual, we are not playing that game.
We are not here to for the Beanacide. Beanacide can't happen.
Callie would just nudge Armin, just point forward. Travelers, fighters.
Hi,
Hello.
you guys okay? Look
Yeah.
rough.
Is everything on fire?
Not anymore.
Well,
Okay.
Well,
Kind
a
of.
bit of it still, I guess.
Yep.
They had a problem with demon children,
Demon children.
fiend children, devil puppets out of control.
Evil puppets.
Okay.
Starting to really hate this whole place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just got here, so
It's a weird place.
Well, you need to know
Yep.
that demon children is kind of normal.
well, that's all right, I suppose.
Wait, hi, I'm Callie. That is Armin.
Hi, I'm Armin.
Not
Um,
sure you want to go into the direction of the Lucky
Yeah.
at the moment.
You guys
Okay,
have- What?
I was looking to get to the castle.
We're
We're
coming from the castle.
Oh, are you part of the cleanup crew?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll work fine then.
You looking for a job as adventurer?
Preferably, yes.
Ah.
Yeah,
Then
but you haven't happened upon like a guy about yay tall with glasses with tape on it, very accountant looking, wearing white on the road, have you?
We?
No.
No? Okay, thought I'd ask. Because that's our boss.
Yeah, he's usually giving out the jobs and also then the money afterwards. So we are looking for him.
Yep.
But he's probably gone in that direction. At least we heard so.
So he's who we talked to about signing on with the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Armin rifles around in her bag for a second. Pulls out some pieces of paper.
Well, we can give you at least part of the shebang that we usually do. Toby is not here, but okay. You
Yeah,
have
I'll just
weapons.
skip that.
Well,
Welcome
they have weapons. They don't need Toby.
to the
as it
cleanup
seems.
crew. Oh, nope, skipping Toby.
You need to
What is
be
that?
careful on adventures. Avoid other adventurers because they can be
high on mana potions
evil and
are
might
usually
hurt you.
high on mana potions.
High on man. Okay.
Okay. This is a lot.
A sign of adventurers is unlocked doors. So, yeah.
Let's see if we've come upon them. Also, empty potion bottles and things like that.
Or
S-
traps.
that
Already set off traps.
someone is around. What else do we have?
Abandoned holy symbols.
Also means adventurers have been there and maybe haven't done the job well.
Also dead adventurers lying around.
Not a self.
Is that a picture of your friend?
No, it's not.
No,
Please.
we
Well-
felt like it needed more representation of different races.
I've been
Fair enough.
at least on the fainting part, not dying part.
Yep. Magic. Touch at your own risk.
Yeah, if you find anything magical, the cleanup crew is not responsible for any results, especially if they're cursed. It's at your own risk.
Yep. All incidents will be recorded in the incident logbook when or
Yeah.
if we find Philip with the logbook.
But
Yep.
we have to see.
Have fun, but be careful.
It's not as good if you don't have a job you're looking forward to, but if
Yeah.
you like, you can join us in finding Philip. Maybe we can use some help with that, and maybe he has an idea what we can do, because usually we also get our jobs from him.
So it's avoid adventures,
Yeah.
but is
But-
your job cleaning up after adventures?
Exactly.
We're
They're going
also
in,
adventurers.
but we are beginner adventurers, so we are
So if you
cleaning
come
up
across them, be
after
like,
them.
I mean no harm. I'm not a gerblin.
We're just here to clean up after you killed all the bad monsters.
Mhm.
So it's like
Okay.
an upstairs, downstairs kind of situation where we just like turn our backs and put our nose into the corner until they pass, sort of thing.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Okay, if that's the job.
But to be fair, they not always clean up they not do their job very well, so we have sometimes to do their jobs as well.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds as good of a job as any. Then let's begin.
Okay, then let's go on towards the Ember building thingy where he wanted to go.
Two. Flip.
It was the Ember Temple, wasn't it? Is my brain
We are going
making
to
things up?
the Amber Temple?
The Ember Temple.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Wrote that down.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if that's what it was called. Amber Temple. Yep.
And so, if you decide to carry on together, coming back the way that Flu and Mark have just come, you will find you'll go back to the crossroads, which Flu and Mark have just navigated. It is a crossroads with roads going northwest, north one you come from, southeast and southwest. There is on the ground the bottom half of a broken signpost, and the signpost the grass nearby. Fortunately, when you came through here, there was a traveller passing who just pointed you in the direction of Valaki, so that was nice and easy. They are not seen anymore.
Callie
How
would,
very like the road, yeah.
Callie would walk towards the sign and would just pick it up and would look at it. What is written on there?
So you have arms that indicate Brecht and Solenka Pass on one, Lake Baratok on the next one along, Valaki and Ravenloft on the next, and Berez last.
Can she try to put it back or dig a little hole and put it back, because she knows where Valaki is, so she has an idea where to point it?
Yeah, easy. Once you point Valaki and Ravenloft northeast, you see that Brechk and Tolenka Pass goes southwest, Lake Baratok goes northwest, and Berez goes southeast.
Armin, you have the map. Which way to go?
Hold on. Flip. Which way do
It's
I
a
go?
map that looks a lot like this.
Yep.
And you have the choice of southwest to Kretsch and Tolenka Pass, taking the roads, or you can go northwest and go via Lake Baratok and the forest. Both roads, similar distances to get to the next pass, which is the Raver Riven Crossroads.
Same. We take the roads, I guess.
Okay, so one goes by a lake, and one is not by a lake.
Nope.
Essentially,
What do you guys think?
Take the road or the forest.
I go for a road. At least there it's
yeah.
easy to find the way.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Agreed.
any weird people on the way here? Just to be sure we're not running into someone, Plume Mark?
There was a traveler who's no longer here, and this entire place is a little odd.
Let's say that both of you have met at least one person who was weird separately, something strange or unnerving about them. But let's test your imaginations here. Who did you meet? What went weird?
There was a person who just didn't blink much at all. And they just stared at me, and they had an odd forced smile on their face.
That sounds like someone
That-
from Lucky.
Yep.
Yeah, I met some, I ran into some twin dwarf peddlers that after a period of time talking with them and trying to get out of buying things, because they're very insistent that I buy things, kind of worked out that they might not have been twins. They may have just been the same person split somehow, and I got out of there pretty quickly.
Interesting. Huh. That's very unsettling.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's why I'm trying to make some money and get out of Barovia. I'm very done with Barovia. So I'd like to make some money, buy a horse. So yeah, so we've got to find your boss so that we can get the next job. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yep.
and I hope we don't have to help him, that he's not in trouble. I'm not sure. We will have to see. And also maybe... I'm not sure how to describe our... I'm not even sure what he is, Toby. So we'll just
Yeah.
ignore that. He can have any form he wants to.
What does your boss look like again?
Kind of like an accountant dressed in all white with glasses.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the subs that have just come in. Y'all are very appreciated. We've got an anonymous gifter gifting one to Speech Targans, and Leopold the Just subscribing. That's their 3rd month, so you now have a scroll by your name rather than a backpack. Both of you have advantages to gift. And talking of advantages to gifts, thank you very much to Amber Agawayan, who donated 5 advantages to both Callie and Armin last night whilst we were not live in Tactical Diplomacy.
Thank you so much.
Bless you.
Real MVP, the real
Bless
MVP.
you.
Sorry, carry on.
Your boss, human, tiefling. I just wanted to make sure we can.
Well, he looks human.
Both of us hesitate.
And the glasses are
Looks
quite
human.
sticking out. With the tape glasses, I doubt
Yeah.
you'll find too many running around here in Barovia. And he's always quite clean. And
Mhm.
and looks out for himself.
Yep.
Okay. And do you know where this Amber Temple is?
Is it on the map?
Armin has a map, so I think it was
Why are we going to the Amber Temple?
hovering over the map, like pointing there.
They
Yeah,
said the.
Pass
they said
through
the boss was
Valaki.
there. I don't know.
Hmm.
I wrote it down.
So yeah,
Oh,
you'll
excuse me.
see the Amber Temple is almost directly south of you. Up the mountain. You need to go all the way west on the roads and round to get to it.
I
So
think
Sulenka Pass?
yeah. I think
Sounds
the
like-
road sounds much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what is in the forest?
Is he like middle management, or could we just head over to the main sort of castle and find somebody a bit
Castle.
higher
Hard pass.
level?
Hard pass.
The castle is basically empty. Philip is the master of the castle. You can't go higher.
Well,
least
I mean,
not
you
here.
could go higher,
But not here.
but not here.
Okay, Philip it is. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Oh, on we walk.
To Sulenka Pass.
And you begin walking along the road. This road it is surrounded by forests on both sides. And it's gonna take you, it's gonna take a mile to get through to get the road. So the first hour, pretty clear. Comes jumping out at you. There's a little bit of mist on the roads here and there. The weather's, fair, kind of that sunny grey. Like sun come out in Barovia now, but grey day today. Thank you, darling. Give the call at Christmas again. Also, thank you very much, Potato Hollow, for that sub. That subs this month. So It's clear. How are you all communicating? You traveled together for an hour.
I'm sort of taking up the back, like, so I can see everybody in front of me, and pretty quiet unless I get asked a sort of direct question.
So I'd probably walk next to Callie and just sort of keep asking questions about the so do you guys live in the castle?
Yes.
Full
Not so cool,
Not
to be honest.
willingly.
It's a bit creepy and haunted, so
Very haunted.
That's fine with me. Do you have full access to everything?
we never tried. We explored a bit, and it was not fun. So
There's a lot of dead bodies in the basement
I am
that are alive.
happy to just be outside, away from the creepy castle that
Yep. That
Ghost
changes.
Strat is haunting.
Yep. The castle changes.
Oh, true. It changes,
Yep.
which is also fun. Stairs appearing and disappearing again.
Yep.
And I just kind of take out my little notebook and write all this down as they're going.
Does it happen to look like this? Because it really should.
It actually does.
Just like a
Probably
bit-
not a snap closure, but something, yeah, right along that line.
And well, so if you want to see ghosts, the castle is probably the best place to go. But
I mean, if there's no jobs to be done, no Philip, then what's the point?
true, I'm not even sure Philip knows that the castle is haunted. So because we had the problem when he already left. So but yeah,
Well,
castle.
I think he does. Because we had the breakfast up here.
Yeah, but that's this nice spooky thing. To be
Yeah.
honest, the breakfast is good.
Yeah, it really is.
So
Are you the only people currently in the... Sorry to interrupt your conversation. Are you the only two people in the cleanup crew?
Yep.
the main here, at least in Barovia, we have more cleanup crew, Cotton Rams. But yeah.
And you've been to the castle and it's got ghosts and things. That's not a thing that you clean up?
We decided to flee. We didn't want to
It
die.
was. Yeah, it was too much ghosting. Too much.
And we
To be
didn't
fair,
have
we
the-
did clean up physically a good amount of it before we got.
And we did get the
Chased out.
job to clean up ghosts, so it's basically okay, I think.
It can be done in small bits, I'm sure. And with help as you
Mhm.
gain allies. Sounds
And you just cleaned up a town that was full of fiendish children?
We
So
stopped.
you cleared away the fiends? You cleaned up that situation?
That wasn't us, to be honest. We weren't there.
We
on a
were looking
cleanup
for
day.
Philip,
Yeah.
and it just kind of happened around us.
What have
Not
you
sure.
cleaned?
They cleaned
What?
part of the castle. They said
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah. We got
That-
rid of
that-
a lot of
that's
spiders.
why Armin has the. I'm pointing to the feather duster. The magical dusty thing.
It's magical?
Yeah, I start cleaning Callie. She looks like 10 times as clean.
Her armor is shiny now again.
It's a presto
No, no
duster.
shield.
Still no
Presto
shield.
duster.
The presto duster.
So we are also
Ah.
actually cleaning. If
I think I had some wires crossed, or the bit of paper I found about the cleanup crew was sort of only half I misunderstood. I don't currently. I mean, I need money, but I don't currently have a duster. But I mean, I've scrubbed floors, so I can do that.
That's good.
We would
mean,
just
I
have
can-
to see who can take which part of the job. We also usually have at least one who's watching out and doing the lifting and securing the team part.
Oh, yeah, that part. I'll do that part.
It's much more fun. She will lean into Mark. Just say it's much more fun than cleaning.
I think I can do both, and then I cast Mage Hand and sort of like lift the feather duster a little bit just to reach high places.
Yeah.
Ahead of you, there is a road which branches off southwest and curves sharply. It's a break in the trees. It's an actual road. It's you can see it's a dirt path. And out of that path come two thick-set men. One is wearing an eye patch. They both look kind of. They're in rough leathers, you know, not very well kept. One has a large hole in the shoulder of his pauldron. That looks like a blade recently went through it. And they kind of step out. They look around and see you both, and just sort of stand in the road, obnoxiously in the way.
Well, they look obnoxiously in the way, I whisper to our group.
Do you think they'll let us pass willingly?
We can give it a try. Just say good day and let's see if we can walk past them.
All I'm picturing is the Black Knight. You shall not pass.
Beautiful.
None shall pass. I'm just gonna like continue walking. You know, like when you're trying to get somewhere, walk with a purpose.
Yeah, they one of them stands deliberately in your way. Hey,
I would like
where
to
are
put on
you
my-
going?
I would like to activate my mean face. I was gonna say something else,
I
but
thought you were
I'm
gonna say an
trying.
ability.
No, I was gonna say
My favorite spell, mean.
Well, I was trying to not use curse words. My mean face. My resting mean face. None of your business.
My goodness. Well, maybe it could be my business. Me and Olaf here. We could be guides. We know Barovia well.
Thank you for the offer, but we don't need guides. We have a map, we know where to go.
Yep.
And Callie will straighten herself up to full height, basically. And will just walk towards them as to try to just walk past them.
Yep.
So good
Yeah.
day and safe travels, and be
Hang
careful
on.
with the lucky.
Olaf,
hand on my
I
crossbow.
I don't like that, do you? Seems to me like they don't want to pay us to be a guide. They don't want to support local businesses.
We are
Seems like
local
you don't
business,
understand no means
sir.
no.
And
Sir.
Callie would cast command on this guy.
Oh!
She would just step forward and
Snap.
just mumble a bit. Her eyes probably will gleam a little bit golden, and she would just cast command on him and would tell him to just step aside, and the lucky would need some help. But step aside is basically the command.
Step aside and welcome, raiders. Thank you so much for that raid. So first of all, is that going to be a wisdom save? Am I right?
I think. Let me. Level 1.
I must have a guard in here somewhere. There we go.
Wisdom save. Yep. DC 13.
I'm just picturing like two over assertive
Oh god.
dumb guys from like a club or something. They're just like, "You want to hang out with us, don't you?" It's like, "No, no, go away."
So ignore the fact that says replica child. Oh my goodness, and thank you, Kami Blackmoon, who's gifted 5 subs as well. All the new subs. Ken also gifted 5 subs a little while back. All the new subs. Let us know where you want your advantages to go, and we will take it into account. So now, meets beats, I believe, in DCs. So this person sort of shakes his head and goes, "Hey, you tried to mess with my mind."
I just want to walk on, and you should walk on as well, sir.
And
To be
Olaf,
fair, you tried to mess with our walking.
Olaf, who is the bigger of the two, pulls a large great club from his back. And Olaf pulls a similar small piece of wood and goes, no! No! Perhaps if you are not willing to pay us, we will just find coin on your bodies.
I'm gonna use Awakened Mind, and it allows me to telepathically communicate to any creature.
Oh,
I'm just gonna reach into the smaller one's mind and just be like, "Don't. It's a very bad idea."
Is that an intimidation check I'm hearing?
Yes.
Please roll.
Okay.
I mean, let's see what you're
Roll
rolling
for
against. Let's see what
freak
you're
them
rolling
out.
against. Ooh. It's gonna be-
Who?
Oh! So this person's sort of
Nice.
weighing it up, and as this happens in the back of his head, he's like, get out of my head!" And then he stops. And he looks at Callie. Callie's armor and sword, and Armin with the spear, and Blue and Mark also bedecked, ready to become adventurers at a new guild, and sort of, "You know, I think there's been a little misunderstanding here.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Perhaps we were wrong to become so enamored with the idea of your gold, and I don't want to fight you. I realize this is not going to go well for me. But please, my brother and I, we are poor. Maybe you could spare us something, anything."
That is much better way to deal with this situation. I mean, we're part of, I don't know, Kelly, do you need more people for the cleanup crew? I mean, potentially these guys could come along. Sounds like we'll be needing some muscle to find your boss. So guys, there's this job opportunity. These girls have a whole presentation.
Callie would step up next to Mark, just nodding. We are fine settled like this, but I could give you guys each a gold.
I will step up behind and do the exact same thing. It's like, see, this is a better way to do it.
That's usually what we get on a job if we clean up.
You catch more flies with honey, not vinegar.
Potentially like a lemonade stand on the road instead of the troll intimidation moment. And I also get out 2 golds, and I'm like, I also don't have many golds, but here you go. Thank you for not punching us.
This is more gold than I've seen in a year.
Oh, and if you're looking for
something helpful, the Lucky needs help to be rebuilt.
Yep.
So
Town's looking to be rebuilt. Wait, what?
Yeah, it just recently burnt down.
And Olaf just shouts, "Mother!" and just runs down the road. Shortly followed by the second guy.
No!
My heart!
Please, we gave them some money to build things back up.
Oh my god.
As they both just hair it down the road towards Valaki.
No,
And you can continue on your journey.
I have so many feels.
I was ready to fight, but okay.
We don't have to fight if we don't have to. And Mark, we I know Armin and I don't sound like it, but we should be a bit careful about the jobs and who we talk about it. You just
Oh, I'm sorry. You just met us on the road, and then we met them on the road.
yeah.
But the situation seemed.
You know what? That's fair.
It's fair. But
Fair
you
enough.
two are much more trustworthy than those two guys were.
Oh goodness.
1 is Vicky, 4 is Jenna, just in the order that we came in. Okay, Mark.
But that was impressive for you, Kaylee and Armin. Like, I was gonna be honest, had my hand on my crossbow, ready to just. I actually need to think about the fact that I was just ready to shoot and move on. So, I'll believe in your abilities to get us out of those situations from here on in.
Do you touch your crossbow as you say that?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, because we've had 10 retweets, which means we have
Oh,
a
no.
wild magic surge. So Mark, as you touch the hilt of your crossbow, it begins to blacken, as though your hand is very hot.
Oh. Okay.
You
I
alright?
sort of look at my crossbow and my hand. I touch a leaf or something nearby. I pick up a rock.
The leaf
Maybe.
dries out first, and then begins to burn. The rock just slowly warms until it's glowing.
Are you alright?
This is not. I really do hate brew. I hate it here. My hand is hot, normal, not normal, hot, bad hot hand.
I don't know why
Is
you're
it-
holding it up. I don't want to touch it.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I just holding it away from my general person. Is my crossbow burnt out or just like?
Technically it should burst into flame, but I don't want to steal your weapon, so it just begins to blacken, as though it might burst into flame if you keep holding on to it.
Maybe it will pass. We had some weird spells that went away after some time.
Yeah. And that weird creature that appeared and disappeared.
And now if someone weird is standing on the roads, you just shake their hands and they will run.
Yep.
I'll just walk like this, I guess.
Wait, are you okay? It's not hurting?
Yeah, no, it's not hurting.
Callie would be curious and would
Yeah, I was about to say, can I touch it?
touch your hand because she's stupid. Just like
Same.
Hand feels normal. Feels,
Of course, I have
normal
gauntlets on.
temperature. Maybe a little cold. It's a little chilly out here.
but you're not hurting people.
Pull out a scrap piece of paper. Here, hold this.
People of science, I like it. Experiment.
All the time that Armin is holding onto the paper, nothing happens. As soon as Armin lets go, it bursts into flames.
We
That's real weird.
we will figure something out.
Okay, this is fine. Okay, I'll just not touch anything.
But
Pull out the notebook.
a ways up the road, maybe just like an hour's walking, you can see the next crossroad, the Raven River crossroads. So
Let's go. Maybe exercise will make it go away.
Yep. Yep.
I like because this was stressful, I absentmindedly like pick up my water skin and to drink it.
Oh no.
Does anything happen?
Water skin made of leather or bladder, I suppose. It would be fine.
Yeah.
The water comes out warm.
Gross.
That's
I guess been sitting in the sun.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Move on.
You carry on as the road is now curving northwest. I know my directions. You see.
East? I thought you said west.
You see. You
Random
see
SpongeBob quote, sorry.
the dirt track come out of the forest that you can surmise would probably have been the route that you may have taken if you had taken the forest track. Before you are met by the Raven River crossroads. It's a bit of a tongue twister right there. You can see another weather-worn signpost next to the road. Only 3 arms, as this is a T-shaped junction. The arm pointing northwards reads Kretsk. And through the woods, you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river in that direction. The road pointing east towards you says Valaki, and you can see it's as you look back, you can see you've actually been coming down a gentle slope. You know when you're coming downhill, but you don't quite realize it, and then when you look back, you're like, oh. And the arm pointing southwest reads the Wizard of Wines.
If he doesn't sell wine, that is very bad branding. The Wizard of Wines?
However, you can
Maybe.
see the road sort of branches off, and it looks like the Wizard of Wines is on the branch off. There is another road that goes nearly directly south, which has no markings.
Was Philip a wizard?
Nope. Not that I know.
Said he looked like an accountant, so that tends to be wizards.
I mean,
He might.
true.
He never did he do magic in front of us ever? I don't think so.
No
Well, no,
math, but I mean, that's a different type of magic.
true.
Was it like long division? Because that's green.
You're really good at adding. Like for darts.
Mm.
Oh.
Well, none of these are the proper way. No, none of these say Amber Temple.
Okay, Amber Temple through Valaki. Seeing
Would
if
all
I wrote
probably
down specifics.
look on the map and try to figure out which way to go next. Wizard of Wine sounds lovely.
It
You
does.
could make me an intelligence save.
I'm not sure if it's the right thing. Intelligence save?
A save or a check?
A check's good. Investigation.
Investigation.
Well, yes. Callie, you can definitely determine that the unmarked road south will lead you to the Amber Temple.
Though the wine sounds lovely, but I guess Philip is that way.
You did want to stop at the Wizard of Wines. It does seem to run parallel to that south road. There's only about 1 mile of the Svalak Woods between the two roads. So you could. It's an option to pop into the Wizard of Wines and then just cut through the forest.
How late in the day is it?
We're getting towards late afternoon, early evening.
Mm.
And the Wizard of Wines was about the same distance as Valaki was from here.
And maybe it makes sense to go to the Wizard of Wines and see
If we
they
can-
have a place where we can stay overnight.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
let's not be outside in the dark in Barovia.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Just like a basic Barovian survival tip. Just don't
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's go there, see if we can stay there overnight. Maybe they have seen Philip, at least we can ask. And then we can just cut through the forest to the road again and go towards the temple. Maybe also the wizard knows a few things about the temple, because Amber Temple sounds interesting.
Alrighty, let's do it. Sounds like a good plan.
Let's go on a wine tour.
Yes. Wine samples.
Yeah, so we are walking
He's just gonna
towards
be
the Wizard of Wine.
a wizard that's really good at complaining about things.
Oh God.
So as you walk down this road, it seems just like a regular road heading sort of southwest.
Why would you say it seems just like it is? It's a regular road.
Because after half a mile, the road becomes a
Aw.
muddy trail that meanders through the wood.
Oof.
Descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits, one branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads Vineyard.
Ooh.
That's
the way we go.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I follow.
In between, Callie would pick up leaves and would just hold them out to Mark just to make tests. If the hands wear off, she will be fine. Let's give it another go. Maybe it's gone away.
After an hour, it calms down. You stop setting things on fire.
Okay. I mean, I was kind of hoping that it would, I don't know, that I'd be able to control it in some way. I'd get a pout. It's fine. Yeah. I'm glad it's gone.
Much easier in case you need to pick up your crossbow, which might be helpful. And now you don't have to think about what you can touch and can't.
Yeah, as we're walking, I take out my crossbow and I start inspecting, make sure it's not like, I don't know, its aim's not going to be off or something because of the damage.
The heat hasn't warped the wood; it's just hardened it slightly. So it's slightly more brittle, but I mean, this isn't a bludgeoning weapon, so it should be okay.
Yeah, I'll go. The heat hasn't warped it. It appears just to have hardened it. It's kind of poetic.
That's pretty cool.
You have a little souvenir from Barovia, at least, which is not a bad souvenir.
A light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard, before bending south towards a stately building. The fog takes on a ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you.
No?
Maybe it's the wizard.
Should I attempt to talk to him?
Let's just go together, be nice and friendly, and see what happens.
Okay.
But be careful.
Yep.
Callie would wave.
He carries on beckoning. An old man. Tell me, just before I because my memory is awful, have you already met any people of your persuasion, Armin? Your particular persuasion?
Oh. Like the same flavor of persuasion?
No. Perhaps a little more birdie.
Oh.
I
No?
think so.
Excellent.
Wait. Are we talking like what? I'm confused. Are we talking like were things?
Yeah, were ravens. Have you met any were ravens yet?
Were ravens?
No.
Fantastic.
No were ravens.
Where dogs, wolfies, yes.
So this person is wearing a cloak that looks to be made of feathers. And as you approach, he's sort of like gesturing. As you approach him, 5 other people come out of the trees.
Ah,
That's unsettling.
Hello? What are they called? They're called the... Shoot.
You
Hello?
are.
Good evening.
Hello.
Cult of the Were-Raven.
My name is Davian. Davian Martikov. This is my family. You seem like good-willed adventurers.
A bit. We are looking for the Wizard of Wine.
Yes, the winery is further down this way, but
Oh, cool. Then
If
we're
you-
on the right.
yes, you are, but tell me, are you heroes of virtue?
Not so sure. At least not for me. Can't talk for my.
Depends what virtues.
Yeah.
can I do an insight check?
Sure. What are you trying to divine with your insight check?
I consider myself a hero of virtue, and if this person is in need, I will divert my path to do whatever it is to help them. But I'm just sort of like, we met some, just basically using the information from the people we met on the road and how they looked dodgy, but turned out to just, need some money. Maybe these guys, everything in Barovia looks creepy, but maybe they genuinely need some help.
Cult of the Were-Raven, experts in shape changing. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, sure. You can insight check that for me. That'd be great. Okay. On a 6, it's not the most difficult insight check to make. You can see on his person there are a couple of jewels and things. Maybe not jewels, but certainly necklaces, ornaments. Not things of great wealth, but things that maybe someone poor wouldn't wear. His armor is in good condition. It looks well kept and everything else. He just looks like an old, suspicious man asking questions.
Creepy. Something wrong?
And by suspicious, I mean not he's suspicious. I mean he is suspicious of people. He looks like
okay.
a suspicious person.
Gotcha.
All right.
Are you heroes of virtue?
I mean, we help people. Is something wrong?
We can clean very well if you need someone to clean up something.
And a woman that has exited the trees. For God's sake, Father, I know you are suspicious, but just tell them we need any help we can get. Yes, right. We are working to try and prevent the return of the tyrant, Rad.
Oh, well, hey, that's what we're doing.
Good, okay. For the good of all Barovia, there are two areas that need where gems have been stolen from my group. We keep these gems safe, for they are used in ancient rites. I believe that the people of Yesterhill and over in Berez are using the gems to try and bring Strahd back. If you have care for the Barovian people, or for yourself if you wish to be able to leave, and even my poor family, help us retrieve these gems. See, you are heading towards the winery. If you go back and head south, that was really hard to say in that accent. And head south, you will find Yesterhill. This place is it is the home to several evil druids. Druids who are bound to Strahd.
Okay, and the other place you said? You talked about two gems?
Berez?
Yes, Berez is back up north and west.
I pull out my map. Could you mark them on this map?
On one second, let me just figure out where Berez is. No, Berez is actually many miles away. What am I talking about? Berez is on the other side of the mountains. We have another chapter heading that way.
Hey.
You see, not present are my my brother's family. My brother is heading. He operates out of Valaki. They will be heading south from Valaki to go and take care of the people of Berez.
Maybe not. Velaki had a bad fire. Very, very bad fire.
Within the past day?
I am confident that my brother and his family will be safe.
I hope so.
That's good.
They are very capable.
Okay.
So we could go down south, which
I push through and take one step forward. Sorry, Flu. And I go, sorry, Flu. If what you're saying is true, old man, I pledge my sword to this task.
And you have my sword. And
That
my
is
bow.
most
and I
appreciated.
suppose my help.
As I say, they are just to the south. I am not sure how many, but I believe there are gems. We would appreciate it if you were able to return them.
Do they do anything?
They are ancient.
And how many?
Possibly evil. Relics taken from the Amber Temple itself. The seat of evil here in Barovia.
The Ember Temple, excuse me, is the seat of evil?
Yes, a place of much death.
Oh boy.
And how many of these gems are missing?
2. A red one and a little purple one in a very fine cut.
Okay.
Yeah. Callie would just look at Armin. Just, I'm not sure we should. I want to help, but Philip,
I mean,
of evil. He's going
we're
there.
going there. Crap.
Maybe we should check in and see what's going on at the Amber Temple first, and then we come back and circle around once we make sure that nothing has happened to Philip.
You are heading to the Amber Temple. Why?
Well, we are
We're
following
looking for our boss.
our boss, and we heard he was on his way there. We don't know why. Maybe I've seen him. He's a bit smaller than I, and he's wearing glasses that are patched up.
Glasses, thin hair kept to one side.
Yeah.
Speaks in a reedy voice.
Definitely him.
That's him.
Yes, that's Philip. You have seen him.
Yes. He was the
Where?
last one that I sent to the Yester Hill to take gems from the druid. He said he was part of an adventuring crew.
Yeah, the
So he
cleanup
went that way?
crew. We are also part of it.
I am afraid he did not return.
He's tough.
Well, maybe we should go and get him back.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, then let's go down that way.
How long is it to Jester Hill? Can we get there before it's getting dark?
Perhaps not tonight. Why don't you all dine with me and my family? We have a camp here in the wood. We used to run the winery before it happened.
What happened?
What's it?
Well, my family ran the winery for many generations, serving Strahd fine wines and enjoying his protection, but also able to operate far from the castle beneath his notice. You can maybe see the advantages. Keep your enemies closer.
Yeah.
However, once Strahd disappeared, all kinds of dead things arose from the ground around the winery. It is as though Strahd's protection was keeping the wine fine,
Ooh.
and as soon as he was gone, there will be a lot of work and a lot of death there to reinstate the winery.
Ooh.
I suppose you could refer to me as the Wizard of Wine.
Ooh,
Hey.
cool.
Do not
Yeah,
make
we'll stay
mistake,
with
I
you.
am not magical, I just understand a good bouquet.
That
and
is that
it's
in itself wizardry.
help of magical stones.
Oh no, we just protect them. I do not believe Strahd knew we had them. But you never know with that tricksy devil.
Well, he's a creeper for sure. But yeah, then let's stay for the night and camp out and start early in the morning.
Yep.
Do you guys think? Mark, Fleur?
Sounds fine with me. We're gonna be okay. So the house is not able to be
Yeah,
entered.
I'd rather not.
That's fair.
Yeah, a bunch of dead zombies. That's not fun.
No,
Needle
no,
blights, not just people, the forest itself rises.
Ooh. Ooh.
Let's stay outside.
Yeah.
That I mean, we should maybe at least note that down in case we find Philip. That
I'm
might
writing
be
it on the map.
something for the cleanup crew.
Writing it on the map.
when we find Philip, we will maybe see if we can help. If you would like to have your winery back one day.
Yeah.
We would appreciate the help, yes. But this is of much greater importance. Anyway,
Sure.
that is enough of serious business. We dine together, and we will drink wine together. We did manage to take some of our nice stock from the winery before we were forced to evacuate.
Woohoo.
I must warn you, there will be no meat at my table. My family and I refuse to eat any animal.
That's fair.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine with me.
We are honored to dine at your table.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And as you all are sat down, it's seated on the ground. There's no like dining table or anything out here in this campsite, but there is a large pot that they have in the middle of this campfire, and you can see the woman who you learn to be Stefania, who is Davian's adult daughter. Yes. There are some other. The others are actually much younger. Once you see them, get closer to them, you can see that Elvir, his youngest son, is almost I think 7.
What's his name?
You can Elvir. You also meet Claudia. No, Claudiu, who is another teenage son. Martin and Vigo also in the woods there, and a baby girl named Yolanda. A very young family with an old man at the head.
Okay. Cool. I will lay out a blanket to sit on the ground.
And you see them putting in this thing, beans, vegetables that look similar to tomatoes and roots, and they create this kind of paste, which they give you each bread, like flat breads, and a spoon, and you can see I will lead by example. He takes his bread, ladles out some of this paste. Now it's like a bean paste, and puts it on the bread and holds it, kind of like Moroccan, if you in a Moroccan restaurant.
I was gonna say, are we having curry?
It's
One
not
would say,
curry, actually. It's
is
similar
it inside a
It's very similar to tacos, vegan tacos. Yeah.
taco?
Nom, nom, nom.
Taco blanket.
Delicious.
Yes. That will become a taco.
He serves it with a dry red wine. That's tastes like a good vintage. Blackberry notes and sort of tobacco aftertaste. Goes very well with the taste.
Yum.
I just sort of nurse it because I don't drink, but I'm deciding if I'm gonna drink it or not. But I take it and I just nurse it.
There is also water served, and you get the impression there won't be any offense if you don't want to drink.
I pull out the stuff I have to make s'mores.
I will add the crackers for the s'more.
Yes.
Is this after the meal, like dessert sort of thing?
Yeah.
Dessert thing.
I have never
Moroccan and
seen.
s'mores.
I have never seen these.
Okay, so you take a stick, put the marshmallow on it, roast the marshmallow on the fire.
What is this
Cracker.
marshmallow?
It's like a sweet, squishy, sticky sweet. And you put cracker, chocolate, warm marshmallow, cracker. Take the stick out and eat it.
And is a
Fun dessert.
custom of your people?
Yes.
Definitely not a custom of my people.
Nods at you like me,
Oh,
but
good, believe me.
I will join you in your
S'more.
tradition,
Thank you.
and also makes a s'more. And you have lovely s'mores.
Yay!
Everyone can get a long rest in tonight.
Yay, while we sit by the fire, Callie would ask Davian when Philip left for Jester Hill. So basically how long he's gone.
Scrat can't remember how many days it's been since Philip left you guys, but he's
God.
going to give an answer that is too
More-
close to the time that Philip left you.
Okay.
So, as in, Philip wouldn't have had time to get this far west and speak to them.
Ah.
And also it's quite a few days ago, so it's not like he just left a few hours ago.
Oh. It has been several days. I feel the worst for your friend. I am sorry. A small person like him out here in the woods, I warned him. It was only when he convinced me that he was the head of this adventurers guild, the cleanup crew, that I offered him the mission.
Hmm.
Maybe he is magic and can move a little bit more freely.
Can I try taking out my sending stone? Beep boop beep. I would like to call Philip.
Do do do, do do do, do do do. Must be no signal or something.
I lift it up higher. We're sorry.
The person you are trying to reach cannot be contacted at this time.
And
Please
as our
hang it up and try again.
characters take a break this evening, I think we too shall take a break. We will start tomorrow morning when you are setting off for Yester Hill. So do as we do, chat. Go and grab yourself a break, grab yourself a drink, take a stretch, walk around the house a little bit, do all the things that make you human. We will be back in just about 5 minutes, and enjoy the minis. I believe we have at least Callie and Armin in the minis, and I made a Philip as well, I think. So enjoy those, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Welcome back, everyone. We join our group of heroes in the morning at the Were Raven encampment. Well, actually, they don't know it's Were Ravens. We all know because we broke the thing, but the fourth wall. But the lovely Martikov winemakers, they are sending people down south towards Yester Hill. Are there any parting words you would like to give? Ah! Callie. Hang on. Callie.
Okay.
Adrian comes up to you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I am Davian's eldest. I see your arm. It has strap marks. You hold it like you should have a shield on it.
I usually do, but I lost it to a puppet in the fires of Valaki. Don't even ask. I will just grab a new one whenever I can find one.
For a time, I dreamed of being an adventurer like you. That was before I took a raven to the knee. I did not wear such heavy armor as you. But, I have a shield of leather, if you would like to borrow it. I have not used it for years.
If you don't need it, that would be lovely.
I'm afraid it is not as strong as a normal shield, but something.
I will take it, and thank you so much. We'll try to
Thank you.
return it in one piece.
No, thank you. You are... For the good of all Barovia, you are doing good work. We need you to support. And he's going to pass you a leather shield. This leather shield only increases your AC by 1.
That's better than nothing. Thank you so much, dear GM.
And because I just want to ask this because there's a big raven symbol on the front of my outfit.
They've all been looking at it weirdly.
Okay. Okay. That's... Just wanted to at least ask.
Yeah, they've all kind of been like side-eyeing it. Maybe Stefania might have asked you some pointed questions last night.
Some pointed?
No, more like So where did you train in your priestly days?
Where did I train?
I beg your pardon. Come again.
Sorry, the Sword Coast?
Oh. I have heard of this place.
Yep.
There was a man who tried to defeat Strahd some time ago from that area, I believe. He unfortunately did not. His sanity did not survive the encounter.
Oh, well, that's not good. Yeah, it was like the local, Raven Queen chapter in obscure town in the Sword Coast. Probably haven't heard of it.
Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why a raven?
Because that's her symbol is a raven.
Oh, okay.
She's the Raven Queen.
Oh.
So.
Oh.
Yep.
Raven
Yeah.
Queen. Oh.
Hashtag Queen. Yeah.
Queen of War, Queen of Stealth, Queen of Hiding, Queen of...
Sorry.
You know, they always have things,
Her domain
right?
is particularly fate, death, and the what's the word I'm looking for? The transition into the afterlife.
Oh. Death, then.
It's more like like just the act of death, but not the afterwards. So like undead are not her thing. Not a big fan of undead.
None of the undead. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Ravens are cool.
Very cool.
Yep.
We'll end that there. Yeah, we could go on, but
Yeah.
lots of pointed questions. Before you know it, you're all ready to be away. Are there any other parting words we'd like to go through before? Yeah. Okay. So you head on south then.
It's just a hill.
Yes, they're here. The trail through the thick woods leads to a hill covered with dead grass and cairns of black rock. Dark, ominous clouds gather high above, and a single bolt of lightning strikes the hilltop. West of the hill, the land, the woods, and the sky vanish behind a towering wall of fog, which isn't there anymore. It's sort of just there's a rolling pasture forest. The fog's gone. I read that without thinking.
No fog.
No fog.
I'll take that.
Woohoo, no fog.
So, why do you want to leave Barovia so bad? Mark?
Me?
Yeah, it seems perfectly fine. Look at these rolling pastures and lack of fog.
We just had to stay in the woods because there was a castle, a manor house that's overrun with ghosts and sprites or something, wood spritey things. It's not, that's Barovia at the moment. And so I would like to head home.
Where's home?
I live further up in the mountains, away, where there's snow and it's much more
Alive?
That's like the best way of putting it. Yeah, much more alive. So I just I came here with some people, an adventuring group, and they are gone, and I would also like to be gone, but I lack the really need a horse or something to actually be able to get going, so looking for some money to do that. But yeah, I'm very, very done with Barovia. This sort of, you go somewhere and there's somebody that really needs you to help because otherwise Strahd's going to come back any minute, is super disheartening. And I've only been here for like a very short period of time, like a couple of weeks, and I'm done.
Fair.
What about yourself, Lou? Why do you want to get to the castle so bad?
I'm looking for information that can't really be found in a lot of places. And that information, what better place than a vampire's 500-ish year old castle that hasn't been touched by the outside world or outside influences. So I would like to explore the library if possible.
Funny you should mention the library. There isn't a library.
Look,
I'm sorry, what?
We
looked for one.
On the castle, there is no library. If you want to have books, you need to go to Barovia town, I guess. They have a few books. Or the castle has a room it hasn't shown to us, Armin.
Well, I mean, a magic castle still has secrets and things to learn.
Lots of undead.
Well,
If you like ghosts, the castle is the perfect place.
the spooky things don't really faze me too much, if you can't tell.
You never met the ghosts we met, I guess, maybe?
Sort of point to the tattoos. I think I'm equipped.
You do you.
Next time we maybe take you with us when we try to get back to the castle.
Seems fine. You guys seem perfectly reasonable.
What
Wonderful
are the
traveling companions.
Flu, what are the tattoos a mark of? What do they signify?
Oh,
What are they? They move.
yes. I have a friend in somewhere very far away that we're sort of connected, and this is a symbol of that. We're always together.
Beautiful.
It's absolutely wonderful. But I would like to learn more about my friend if possible.
From the castle with the evil. Okay. You know what, Callie and Armin, my question is, if Philip runs the cleanup crew, why doesn't he just get like a bunch of paladins in here, a bunch of clerics, and just clean the place out? Like, you know, a paladin would have sort of, you know, turn undead or kill undead, or why doesn't
Funny
he
you
just...
should mention that. Because I'm a cleric. She's a
One
paladin.
paladin and one cleric, because the cleanup crew is not a big gang.
We're like a small local business.
Small local business, and we always get help of other adventurers that wanna help.
Yeah.
Well, consider me wanting to help.
Thank you
Woohoo.
so much. And we can see afterwards if we can arrange some kind of payment for you guys.
Yeah.
Then at least you also got something for spending the time. Maybe this can get you home.
Does Mark have an idea of how much money he needs to get home?
1 million gold pieces.
I think he needs it's money, but also coming across like a good horse, sort of whichever one kind of comes first. But like, no, not really.
As you approach the hill, you can see that dirt trails run along two concentric rings of cairns that encircle the hillside. Each cairn is 10 foot high, and they are mounds of slimy black rocks.
Gross.
You can
Why?
see as you come up the trail. I don't know. You can see as you come up the trail, a wide ring of black boulders and smaller rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall enclosing a field of dead grass. Lightning strikes the edge of the ring from time to time, illuminating a ghastly 50-foot tall statue made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth. The statue resembles a towering cloaked man. Fangs.
Well, just Armin, Callie, Flu, did either of you get a better briefing yesterday on the expectation here? There are going to be scary druids.
Yes.
That's what he said,
Druid.
right? Yeah. Scary
Mhm.
druids.
And they're trying
bound
to bring
for
back
Strahd.
Strahd?
Sorry,
They
Flu?
work for Strahd?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
can I just try to investigate the statue and see like what it's about?
You sure
Or-
can.
Okay. Don't think I got much. Or wait.
Oh no, wait,
Hey,
on a,
did-
s-
oh,
on a
good.
17, you did just
Okay.
great. So the giant statue bears an eerie resemblance to Strahd von Zarovich. You would have seen statues and pictures of him in your time in Barovia. It's impossible to. You can see on close inspection that there are roots sprouting from the ground around its base, holding it in place. These roots seem to be part of a tree that is perhaps to the south. Make me a perception check as well.
Okay.
On a 14, you can just about see glowing somewhere where the heart would be on this statue. A slight red pulse.
Ooh.
One of the
Is that
gems was red, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Well, does anybody have any fire?
I have a torch.
Mark, are your hands still flaming?
No.
You know.
That would be useful.
But I have a torch. I can light a torch. I have a tinderbox and a torch. I'm
think I
gonna
have-
do that.
Give it a try, I guess.
As you light your torch is lit, and you hold it to the statue.
Can I like reach in and get the gem?
This statue is like 50 foot tall. So the chest is up a ways a bit.
Welcome
But-
to Burning Man.
If you can make me an attack roll with a
Burning
club, though, or something similar, that'd be great. A strength-based attack roll with the torch.
I mean, I could climb up there and get it. Or I
we
could fly up there
try
and get
to
it.
Use the axe to just like, as if it would be a tree, just like.
Hang on, one thing at a time. Let's have this attack roll first from the
Yeah,
torch.
first let's see what the torch does.
Yeah, I don't have like. I just do straight strength. Yeah.
You can do, or we can chuck a club on your Housel. Is it Mark Housel?
Yeah.
Quickly chuck a club.
That's
on
okay.
you. Okay, it literally takes 2 seconds. There you go. Now you have a club.
Ooh. Nice.
That hits. So roll me 2d6. You can use the dice roller on the left. Okay. You can see that this statue does take damage, and some of the vines blacken, and the roots and things move as you attack it. It does not catch fire. The wood is damp.
Hmm.
But as you do this, several creatures raise from the cairns around you.
I should have used Eyes of the Grave. No.
I don't like this.
I pull
I'm
out
gonna
my
suggest. I think 2 of us should attack the thing while the other 2 attack. Watch from behind.
I can
2 people,
fly up and
2 people
get
should
the
attack
gem.
the statue. Oh, you can fly?
I was trying to say that earlier.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, maybe we should kind of will have her axe out, not to go for the statue, but for just having a look at the things.
Raising from
Oh.
these graves are 2 what look like muscle-bound warriors and 4 cloth-bound druids of varying genders.
I shoot one with my crossbow.
Oh,
I
Everyone,
would
please
like to
roll
do-
initiative.
Oh god. No way to get a spell first
Oh.
before we roll initiative?
It would have been a surprise attack by them. I'm not giving them
Okay,
a
true.
surprise attack because
Fine.
you attacked their effigy.
Sorry.
How rude of y'all. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got
Oh boy, we're not good in initiative.
do you get advantage on initiative, Ailish, or is that just a double roll?
No, I just hit twice.
Got it.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Just taking notes. Good initiative. See how we compare them. Okay, so it's going to be Flu first.
Okay. I'm going to see the 2 muscle-bound berserkers and just do a good old Eldritch Blast on one of them and sort of back up a bit.
Can't change the classics. Can't change the classics. Okay, so give us that Eldritch Blast and attack roll, right, for Eldritch Blast? Yeah, 22, that's going to hit easy. Which one are you hitting? One of the warriors or one of the druids?
One of the warriors.
One of the warriors. Okay, that is going to hit. Please roll damage.
It's 2d10, I believe. Yes.
You can just click on the word Eldritch Blast in the output and it will roll damage for you.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so first Berserker takes a significant amount of damage. Next, then, is going to be the other Berserker, not the one you hit, but the other one, who's seeing you with magic is going to rush at you and attack. I wonder how balanced this encounter is going to be. It should be fine anyway. They're going to attack recklessly with their Great Axe,
row.
giving them advantage. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
No.
Please take 9 slashing damage.
Oof.
Are we all standing fairly close to each other?
I am picturing you all at the base of the statue, but if any of you would like to have not approached the statue, we can retroactively call that.
Am I too late
No,
for my
that's-
reaction, Scratch?
I said I backed up a little bit at the start of my turn just to get the distance in.
Okay,
I'm probably
so
not too far away from the group.
You're a little bit backed up. And Callie, you wanted to use a reaction?
Yep.
Yeah, you have 1 reaction per turn. What would you like to do?
Protection for the attack to Flu.
Hey! Improves disadvantage on the attack roll. Very nice. So that would negate
Blip.
the advantage, making it a 6 and a miss. So, Blue, you do not take any damage. You are just
Oh.
fine.
Keep our warlock safe. All the
Thank you.
casters, keep them
Yep.
safe.
Squishy's in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Backed up a little bit, not enough apparently.
Hee. One of the druids walks up to the berserker that was just hit, and casts a spell touching them.
Boo.
Oh.
After the druid, hey, would you look at that? It's the berserker that just got hit. The berserker is going to rush forward and attack. Who's lighting the tree? Mark. They're also going to attack recklessly. Does a 21 hit you?
Ah, yes.
Consistent rolling. Please take 13 points of slashing damage as this great axe arcs through the air,
catching
No.
you heavily.
Oh no.
Also, this music is nowhere near dramatic enough. Let's get more dramatic music.
Dun 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 dun. No 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 no
Do-do-do.
no. Dun 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 dun. Da-da-da.
So, after the Berserker, it will be Kelly.
Oh boy, I'm muted. I'm not muted anymore. Callie will be a coward and cast Shield of Faith on herself. So +2 AC.
Shield of Faith. There you go, Vicky.
Yep, exactly that is what I'm
There it
casting.
is.
And she will make an attack on. She would go for. Can I reach a druid that healed or did something to the berserker?
You sure can. Were you standing close to Mark?
I was standing nearer to Flu.
Okay. So then, yes, easily. You would have to step away from the Berserker that was attacking Flu if you're standing close to Flu, though.
Okay, no, then I will go for the berserker that is in front of us, and he will get the axe in the face. Hopefully, no.
10's not quite going to do it. You do, however, have a whole stack of advantages you can use.
Next time.
Next time. Next time. Okay. So, anything else you can do on your turn, Callie?
Nope. Stop.
Then next is the Druid number 3. The Druids are going to be Welsh, I've just decided. There's just something about Welsh that makes me think Druid.
Love it.
Yeah, this will be fun. They are going to look at Callie, who just attacked one of their barbarians, and to catch the effigy alight would be a shame. I fear that you are the one to blame, and so, if you don't mind all the same, I'm going to set you right aflame. As they cast Produce Flame on you. Does a 9 hit you?
No.
Oh my god. That
You
was
deflect the fireball.
How embarrassing after all the rhyming.
Yeah, it's...
Stop rhyming now, I mean it.
However, they said that in unison with Druid number 4, who also cast the same spell on the same person.
Stop rhyming now, I mean it. Any bloody on that peanut?
And even with the +2, it hits.
Boom. Please take 3 fire damage.
Ouch.
After the Druids, it is Armin's turn.
Yay! Okay, as my action, I will go ahead and use Radiant Soul. So, it causes my eyes to glimmer and 2 luminous incorporeal wings to sprout from my back. This will last for a minute. I will have a flying speed. Flying speed, wow, of 30. And it'll deal extra radiant damage, blah, 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 blah. So that was my action. As my bonus action, I will go ahead and use... Where'd it go? Spiritual Weapon.
Whoop.
At, I guess, the nearest one.
Yeah, the Berserker attacking Mark.
Yes.
Your thing.
And it will be a big gauntlet. I'm just gonna punch him.
Yeah, and a 21's gonna hit.
Okay, and I'm rolling... Oh, there's my roll 20. Okay. 11 force damage. And I get to add radiant damage to that. Extra radiant damage equal to my level. So 3. Plus 3 radiant damage.
Fantastic. So that is the same one that was hit by Flu earlier, I believe.
Oh no, wait, hang on, no, the one attacking flew. No, it can't be. Scratch that. So now both berserkers have been hurt. And
Can I use my movement
yes, you can.
to fly up toward the gem?
You can. As you fly close to the gem, you see the vines around its chest close tightly.
Ah. Damn it.
Ease.
That's all I can do for my turn. So
Fantastic.
that's my turn.
Seeing you up in the air, the last druid thinks, this could be difficult. And they are going to produce flame on you as well.
Ah.
Look at that one soaring higher. It has sparked my eerie ire. Wish I had a spell to inspire us, but instead I'll just set you on fire. It's a 14 hit. Curses. The wrapping is ruining the dice rolls. Okay.
I love it.
Holding up the board. Mark, it's your turn.
Could you just add there are 2 berserkers and how many druids?
4.
Okay, I just for my brain, I need to know how many. I'll just attack the. I'll just. Does the berserker that's hitting me look like hurt or?
Not like hurt, like hurt.
Okay, but it's right in front of me, so I'll just hit it. I have a sword, the scimitar, so I shall scimitar. Drop the club. I'll drop the. I had like a flaming club. I'll just like drop it.
Mhm.
And so can I? Is that okay? Can I pick up my scimitar then?
Yeah, you sure can. The ground is wet. It's still raining gently, so it may go out after a couple of turns, but that's not a big issue. But you can totally draw your scimitar. Free action. No worries there. 23 definitely hits.
I'll use a superiority die to do a trip attack too. So, I can add it to the damage roll, and then it has to do a DC 12 strength saving throw. Otherwise, it gets knocked prone.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how to do damage.
So where
is
the
damage the 8?
No. It's where that is output in the chat box, where the results are. Click on the word scimitar on the result. It turns out it was 8, but there you go.
and also there's a. So the superiority die is 1d8 too. Yeah, adds to that. So
nice.
12 damage, and it has to do a DC 12 strength saving throw. Yeah, that's okay.
Yep, your attack with your scimitar. You're sure that this kind of attack would trip the regular person, but this berserker seems to just and doesn't seem to be willing to fall. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Then we go back to the top of the round, starting with Flu.
So there's a berserker right in front of me, correct?
There is.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out of
This
my
is the one, though, that the druid had touched.
Yes. I'm going to pull out of my components pouch a petrified Eye of a Newt and sort of hold it in my hands and cast Hex on that wonderful berserker. So and I'm going to choose strength. He has disadvantage on all strength checks. Do that.
Okay. Disadvantage on all strength checks. I like that.
Yeah. And then with my That's a bonus action. And with my action, I'm just going to reach forward and, taking some inspiration from the druids, cast Primal Savagery, which is a melee.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So my teeth and nails start growing and start like dripping with acid. Cast Primal Savagery.
Unfortunately, with your advantage because they were reckless, that still isn't going to hit. 2 9s.
Darn.
No hit. Afraid to say.
Well,
The berserker nearest Mark is going to attack again. Again, they're going to be reckless because berserker. Does a 17 hit you, Mark?
No, my AC is 18.
You are absolutely fine. They do not hit you. Next is the druid that had previously touched Berserker 1, being very close to Flu. They are just going, I believe, hang on, let me confirm before I get too ahead of myself here. They're just going to try and bop you with their quarterstaff. Does an 18 hit you?
it does.
Yeah,
Oof.
they just
Stop. Reaction.
Can I?
Reaction.
Yep.
Which will not help probably, but Callie would still try because Flu's the only
Protection
one
to
nearby.
disadvantage on it, making that a 17 instead.
Yeah.
Does
It
a
will
17
help.
hit you?
It still hits.
Yeah.
Despite the druid seems fixated, as your distraction seems to lack. I will give this one a whack, and 6 bludgeoning damage on you, Flu.
It's like Rafiki from Lion King.
Don't be rude.
Back to the Flu berserker. Possible danger. They are again going to recklessly attack you, Flu. How's Flu looking right now?
They're a little hurt, but they got some.
Does a 14 hit you?
Well, I cursed that one, so shouldn't it have disadvantage on the strength check? Or
Not attack rolls, strength checks and attack
okay.
rolls. Strength checks, strength saving throws even, but I think attack rolls, it usually specifies attack rolls.
okay, so the 14 still hits.
I have reaction protection.
Causing disadvantage, which gives it back to an 8.
That does not hit.
You are safe. The great axe
I'm
swings. The druid that was not distracted sort of looks at the barbarian, the berserker, like, what are you doing? Yeah. And then we're back to Callie.
Oh, wait, did I not have a turn?
I am before you,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think.
Yeah, yep.
I have
Okay.
higher initiative.
I've got
didn't I?
Callie, Druid 3, Druid 4, then Armin on my list.
Oh, okay. We're good.
Axe to the face of the berserker.
Go for it. That's definitely gonna hit.
21 to hit. And I will smite it as well to do some more damage. So 13, and let me find my
Jeez.
creepy divine smite. I guess he's not undead, that would be too helpful. So normal divine smite. 5 on top of that. Is he undead?
No, he's not. No.
Okay.
I checked, but
Then 5 radiant damage on top of that, so 18.
so now this berserker is looking just as damaged as the berserker number 2, the one that is being attacked by Mark and others.
That's all that I can do.
Fantastic. Druid 3 is going to produce flame at Armin in the sky. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Miss you with that, okay. Druid number 4. Druid number 4 is going to be a little tricksy, I think. Mwahahaha.
No.
They are going to plant this on the ground, where you all are, around the statue. So 20 feet around the statue, pretty much filling this whole area inside the walls. Entangle. We need some strength saving throws, otherwise this is now difficult terrain. We need strength saving throws or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. Spell save DC for this druid is a very good question. 12. DC 12. If we could get everyone's strength checks, that'd be great.
I'll use an advantage just to be sure. I didn't need that, but anyhow, one advantage gone.
You, of course, are free, Armin, as you are flying. So the only person who is stuck is Ailish.
Ruh-roh.
It's okay.
Armin,
I have
it's
a
your
plan.
Armin,
Okay.
it's your turn, yeah.
Rules question. Is inflict wounds usable on a plant?
What kind of damage does it do?
Necrotic?
Plants are alive.
Okay. Which person is my whatchamacallit close to on my spiritual weapon?
Still the barbarian closest to Mark.
Okay, how's that guy looking?
He's looking pretty beat up. Still
Might as
got a
well.
few left in him. It's difficult to tell with berserkers because they kind of
Yeah.
always constantly look like they're ready to fight forever and constantly look horrifically injured. So it's difficult to say, but
Okay, well, might as well focus fire. So, it is going to attack again. Rolling
Solid
good
hit.
for those.
solid hit. Yep.
So that is a 9 plus 3. And I will use as my channel divinity. I think this is my action. I think I will post it in the chat. I can mark another creature's life force for termination. As an action, I can choose a creature I can see within 30 feet of me, cursing it until the end of my next turn.
Ooh.
Yup. I should have used this earlier, but I keep forgetting I have it. So
Okay.
I'm going to curse. Who's near? I don't know. I guess one of the berserkers that is within hitting distance of my friends.
Well, you've got one on Mark and one on Flu. The one on Mark is looking a little worse for wear than the one on Flu.
I'm gonna do the one on Flu.
Okay.
Yes. So I'll do that as my action. And is it my bonus action that I can use the
Yeah, you've done bonus action spiritual weapon. You've used your action to do your
Right.
channel divinity, so now you have movement.
Right. Okay, yeah. I will stay up there and
There in the sky.
yep, I'll just be up here, guys.
After Armin is Druid number 2. Who can move freely. Well, sort of freely. Difficult terrain. They are going to shillelagh their quarterstaff.
The word that I could never figure out how to pronounce.
Irish heritage helps, I guess.
Shillelagh. Mark, your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish off this berserker that's in front of me, hopefully.
Okay.
No.
A 12 isn't gonna hit, I'm afraid.
Cool. That's okay. Oh. Hmm. I can do. Maybe I'll do an action surge.
Yeah!
You can take one additional action on your turn.
You have an advantage
Okay.
lying idle on the overlay as well, that looks like it was donated in a previous game. If you would like to use it, you can use it. That's donated by chat,
Okay.
so it's free.
Yeah. Okay, so I will do that. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, that will hit! That will hit!
I'll try a trip. I'll use. Oh no, don't worry. Yeah, I'll just do this.
Okay. 8 slashing damage. They look so damn bloody. So bloody. But they stay standing. They stay resolute. Maybe this might drive them to use a little caution. Who knows?
That's the it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Thank you very much. Back at the top of the round, we have Flu.
So I'm going to use my other spell slot and get myself out of this mess and just cast Misty Step and teleport 30 feet out of the vine area.
Very nice.
And also out of way of harm so that my friends can stop protecting me.
Lovely.
And then cast good old-fashioned Eldritch Blast at the berserker that I've hexed.
Sure thing.
Is that the one that's also cursed by me?
It is indeed.
So it's vulnerable to that damage.
And it was attacking recklessly, so you have advantage on this attack. A 16 with the bark skin the druid put on it meets beats.
Yes! Okay.
Please roll Eldritch Blast. Jeez, with the
Oof.
curse as
Oof.
well.
Nice.
That is a ridiculous amount of damage.
Nice.
When it's vulnerable to a type of damage, what does that mean? It's just
Double damage.
oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
24.
Oh, holy poop nuggets.
Immediately, this creature looks just as bad as the one that Mark has been cutting up diligently.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
And I'm gonna run to try to find some cover, just a little bit on the other side of the battlefield a little bit.
Yeah, there's the wall all the way around this thing. You can just duck behind the wall.
Okay.
That's totally grand. Anything else?
No, that should be it.
I have a question.
Yes.
So it says that it's cursed till the end of my next turn.
Uh-huh.
But then it says the next time you or an ally of yours hits it with an attack, it has vulnerability, blah, 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 and then the curse ends. So does the curse end now or at the end of my next turn?
I think it ends now. At least that's how I know this.
Yeah? I
So
haven't
if
used
none of us
The next
hit,
time. Yeah, and then the curse ends. So yeah, that's
Okay.
part of the next time you or an ally hits it, the curse ends. So.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
No, thank you for pointing it out because I would have carried it on.
Darn.
Berserker number 2, the one sort of maybe on one knee now, defiantly barking at Mark, is going to attack one last time, recklessly, of course. The only way it knows how. Does a 23 hit you, Mark?
Yes.
Please take 7 slashing damage. His strength is waning. Only 7 damage from that expert attack. Druid number 1 is going to... Probably shillelagh all of them so that I don't get confused. That's what a clever person would do. I'm just going to fireball you. I'm going to produce a flame and fireball Callie. Does a 19 hit you, Callie?
My AC is 19 and it hits.
Beats.
Can I do protection?
You can indeed. A 17 will not
Can I
hit.
get my shield in front of the fireball?
Totally can. Just deflect it out of the way. Yeah. I think this druid is actually standing. Oh no, they're standing somewhere else. But that's fine. Yeah, you can totally distract. Get your shield in the way. Block the blow for Callie. Callie, you take no damage.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Berserker number 1, standing where Flu was, gonna try and move. They cannot.
I'm right next to them.
You're right next to Berserker number 2, aren't you?
I was standing next to Flu.
Yes. Oh, I've confused. Okay, they're gonna try and move. They can't move, but they're gonna try and hit you. Reckless attack hit you. 15.
Not the leather shield.
Yeah, get on Callie's level. Callie, it's your turn.
The same berserker is getting the axe again.
Yep.
25 to hit,
Oh, that's definitely gonna hit.
and it will get divine smite. 10 and
Might.
11 smite on top.
So this is the one that was just cursed, hexed,
Yep.
teleported on, everything else.
Yep.
Callie, how does it look as you deliver the final blow?
Path to the
Probably
grave.
easy slashing, head off. That's it.
All
There can be
business.
only one.
All business from Callie. Druid number 3, seeing this, cries out, "No! How could you?" And they went a little bit weird over there, and all over the Gaelics. And they're going to produce flame at you. Does a 10 hit you? No. And so is Druid number 4, as they both panic and just produce flame at you. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Please take another 1 fire damage. So worth it.
Singeing a bit of her hair.
Not your hair.
Armin, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to try to use inflict wounds on this tree or vines thing. And can I use an advantage?
You
Just for
totally
the
can.
fun of it?
You totally can.
I didn't need it, but okay.
25, that is going to hit.
Oh, 17 plus 3.
Let's see, we did
I
17
still have
before.
my-
So yeah, that's a
Yes, 17 necrotic and then 3 radiant damage.
good amount of damage to the tree. But not the tree, the statue, but it
Or the
stays
viney
resolute.
vine
Yeah, the
things.
viney vine statue. It's like a combination statue vine weirdness. There's something
Doesn't-
strange going on here.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to punch that berserker with my spiritual weapon.
Yeah, you'll have to move it to the other berserker. That one just
Yeah.
died, but that's fine. A 17 will hit.
Dope.
Kill it.
7 plus 3. Looks like
Taking
this.
another blow. Oh my goodness. Taking yet another blow, the berserker falls to one knee,
Yes.
determined not to die.
Come on, Mark.
That is my turn.
Fantastic.
Poor Flu.
Druid number 2 is going to walk towards Callie and hit them with their quarterstaff. This is the one that shillelied.
Shillelagh.
Does a 10 hit you?
No.
Mark, your turn!
Hey, I'm gonna try and hit the berserker.
That's definitely going to hit.
Yes.
I've got a funny feeling. Unless you roll really low. Oh my goodness, you did roll really low.
still up?
The creature, bleeding profoundly from every body part, it seems,
Oh.
holds on to their life
No.
force.
Oh, I could have added a superiority dice, but I didn't do it.
If you want to do that,
Oh,
if you want
well.
to do that now, you totally can.
No, it's okay. I'll take it.
You're gonna take it? Okay. We go back to the top of the round where Flu is standing behind cover, behind the wall, just outside of the ring.
So the berserker that I was attacking is dead. So
Yes.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hex onto the druid that's right by Callie.
Yes.
And can I choose a different thing to give them disadvantage with, or does it have to be?
No, you can totally change it.
Okay. We're gonna make it dexterity.
Oh.
Why not?
Yeah.
And then also just cast Eldritch Blast because I can.
Woohoo!
By all means.
Ooh.
Okay.
24 is definitely gonna hit this druid.
And these are agonizing blasts, I should have mentioned, for all of them. So I'm adding my charisma. And
I don't like it.
so that's 5 points of force damage in addition to a d6 of necrotic damage because they are hexed.
Oh.
Whoo!
Yeah, the creature looks badly wounded.
And then stick
Flimsy's-
behind my cover and just like, you guys got this.
Be aggression.
DEFENSE.
The berserker, bleeding all over, gonna flimsily
Ooh.
swing at Mark one last time. Completely reckless. They just swing. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Deflects their blow easily. You see the rage drain from their face. Druid number 1 is going to chuck a fireball over towards Flu. Flu, we'll say since you've been hexing and stuff, you've got half cover from the wall, which I'm fairly sure increases your AC by like 2 or something like that.
Okay.
That'll do
Half
anyway.
cover. 2+2 to AC and dexterity saving throws against attacks and effects that originate on the opposite side of cover.
There you go. Does a 20 hit you with your AC +2?
Yes.
Darn it.
You take 3 fire damage.
Okay. I'm a little hurt.
A little hurt. Callie, it's your turn.
Druid is in front of me.
Yes.
So,
Badly
Axe.
wounded as well by Flu.
axe to Druid now.
Oh boy.
Oof.
Are you smiting?
Yes.
I've never known a paladin to crit and not smite in the same turn. Okay,
It's
how
my
far are
last
you?
smite to be
Smite.
sure, but it's without smite, it's 19,
Oof.
and with smite, it's 24 on top of that.
Oh, is that all doubled?
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
the 12
god.
is.
Well, the 12 is double.
Di-
The
yeah,
12
dice
was
twice.
second,
So, yeah, 24, 43 points of damage in one hit. The druid explodes.
Totally fair. In a ball of light.
Yep, just a ball of light, too much force. Monty Python-esque sound effects, dead.
Oh, that was wonderful.
After Callie, it's druid number 3, who technically should be druid number 2 now, but never mind. Druid number... Oh, they're going to cast Shillelagh on themselves. As is druid number 4, they're both going to Shillelagh. And then it is Armin's turn.
Alrighty.
Go get the statue.
Can I reach the gem, or is it still like covered?
Oh, the gem. I thought you said the GM, and I was like, I mean, you can talk to me if you want to.
Can I reach God?
Unfortunately, the vines are still closed tight, despite your inflict wounds.
Well, poop on that. Can I then move my spiritual weapon toward one of the still alive things?
Yep.
the ground?
The berserker's still there. Get the impression
I wanna punch it.
you might steal the kill if you hit it.
I want to punch it with the big gauntlet of my spiritual weapon.
Sure thing.
No!
An 11,
It missed.
unfortunately, is not going to hit, as
Dang it.
Karma stops Jenna from stealing Mark's kill.
My bonus action to do that, I believe. So, I will try to... Where is it? Do I have a guiding bolt somewhere? I do. I feel like I do. Yes, I do. I'll try the guiding bolt. No!
No dice.
It misses.
Yep. It does exactly that, in fact. It just explodes in the air.
Dang it.
Mark, it'll be your turn.
Do you want advantage, Curly? Then you will get an advantage. Track. Finish him off.
My internet's
Okay,
going
thank you.
crazy. Sorry if we had some drop frames or anything there, people. My internet went crazy for some reason. I don't know why. Alice, if you're watching, I hope you've not started uploading any photos or anything.
Did my guiding bolt hit your internet?
I think so.
Dang
So
it.
go on. So, did I pick up right? Callie's giving Mark an advantage?
Yes.
Yeah. But also, when we came in here, when you described the statue, did you say something about, like, it looked like a person, and did you say something about the way that its teeth looked, or the teeth are made of vines as well?
It looks a lot like Strahd. There are
Okay, that's it?
wooden teeth things, yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna hit it.
A 22 hits!
Nice.
Woohoo!
I think it's impossible for you not to kill them. Yes! Yes, how does this look, Mark? How does it look?
I just go down and I put my hand on the berserker's chest and I just like say a small prayer and slit its throat. Like I'm just putting it out of its misery.
Oh.
See almost
love it.
appreciation in its eyes as it passes peacefully into the next world.
I close its eyes. Their eyes, sorry. It's probably got personhood, this berserker. It's not like a golem or anything.
Yeah, that's... You have completed that berserker. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, just on a hunch, I'm gonna shout up at the person that's flying, that's Arnhem, and just be like, maybe pull out the teeth. I don't know, it's a hunch.
May work.
Might work. Flu's turn next.
Okay, I'm gonna move my hex from the now exploded druid onto one of the few that remain. Probably druid 3.3/2.
Druid free, yeah, that's cool.
Okay, and just kind of look at them and it's like, you really didn't want us to set it on fire, but you keep sending fireballs at us. This is confusing. And with that, Eldritch Blast. Pew pew.
Eldritch Blast. Pew them pews.
Darn.
Meets
Miss and
beats.
hit some vines.
You hit them.
Yes!
They're spellcasters. They're flimsy.
And for max damage. Oh wait, and the 6 of necrotic. 1 second.
Yeah, do the 6 in necrotic as well.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my days. This druid is hanging on by a thread.
as you hit them. I think they might even like. Let's do a little bit of a save here. Yeah, they're gonna fall prone. In fact, they're not used to taking this sort of damage.
Ah.
After Flu, it's Druid number 1. Druid number 1 is going to throw a fireball at Flu. Misses.
Just told you no.
After Druid number 1, it's Callie.
Which druid is closest to me?
Well, Druid 3 and 4 both cast Shillelagh, and they're looking reasonably close. Druid number 1 is also kind of close, but looking out at Flu. Druid number 3 is also on the floor and badly injured.
Going for number 1, or the one that's looking at Flu, and stepping behind it basically, and axe again because it's there. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
No smite because I can't anymore.
Aw.
13 points.
It turns around shocked to face you as you strike it hard. The entangle has worn off now as well, either through concentration or timeout, one or the other. Actually, I can't remember how it works. Anything else, Callie?
I would step around that I'm in between the druid and Flu.
Okay, fantastic. Then after Callie, it is the very injured druid number 3. You're just gonna kind of pick themselves back up so they're not prone, dust themselves off a bit, and they're gonna kind of just step towards Mark and sheepishly poke at them with their quarterstaff. The 16 hit you? No. They
Sorry,
look,
I was muted. No.
yeah, they look crestfallen, I think is the word. Number 4 is going to run in with much more vigor, having not been hit yet at all, and try and resoundingly bop Mark on the head. Does a 12 hit you?
Also no.
Yeah.
Just bounces off.
They seem to have a sense of accomplishment, even though they haven't really accomplished anything. Armin.
Alrighty. I guess I will move my spiritual weapon now. And, I guess attack the one that hasn't gotten attacked yet. Right? The druid?
They've all had a go now, I think. Yeah, they've all had a go.
Oh, I thought you said one hadn't been attacked.
You know, they've all had attacks. They're just most of them aren't successful.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack the one that just tried to whack Mark.
Go thing.
Oh!
You have advantage, dear. Use it.
You have so many advantages.
Use them.
I know, I forgot.
For goodness.
Druid sees the fist
know.
flying through the air towards it and just sort of like ducks. And fist passes right on over.
I guess I'd be using my action to fly up and I guess try to take the teeth out of the statue. That's what you guys told me to do?
Sure, make me a strength check.
Okay, I will use my advantage for this. Strength.
You can do strength.
Roll me 2d6.
2d6. Okie dokie. 2d6. Rolling.
Max damage.
Woohoo!
Ah, both
As
teeth.
you remove one of these teeth, is that the wind? Is it the branches settling? It sounds sort of like an ant crying in pain.
Oh.
But it could just be the wind.
I pulled out one.
Just one, yeah.
Okay. And I guess that was my
Action, yeah.
action and my movement. So that is my turn.
Mark! You have 2 druids. One looking very full of themselves, the other one looking like they might die if you look at them.
I will The one that's looking very full of themselves, I will hit that one.
Sure thing.
Oh.
They very full of themselves as they dodge your attack. It's a little clumsy. Didn't go so well.
Upsetting. So upsetting.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't. Oh, I have 2-weapon fighting. I've had 2-weapon fighting this entire time.
You can
I
make
didn't
attacks with your
know.
bonus action in your other hand.
Sorry, everybody. I
Don't need to be-
didn't.
I mean, you've been doing
No.
great. Like,
You are doing so much damage just with one hand.
Okay, I'm just kind of annoyed that this druid's cocky, so I'm just gonna try and go
I
again.
feel like this is the Princess Bride moment of like, I'm actually not left-handed.
I know
Oh,
something.
it turns out I'm amazing with this side. Come on! Oh no!
This druid is now like, I think it's a spry old man, and they're like doing flips and stuff to avoid your thing. We come back to the top of the round with Flu.
So my now very injured druid, who is now no longer prone, is just gonna look at them in the eye and just kind of glare at them and cast Eldritch Blast again.
Eldritch Blast.
That's gonna hit.
Nice.
Eldritch Blast!
Oh my goodness! And with
Oh,
the
yes.
D6 as well. How does this look? End druid number 3 for us.
It's a wonderful just headshot. It's just very clean, very simple, didn't see it coming. And they just crumple.
Yeah, and they are gone.
And then bonus action, move the hex over to druid number 4.
Druid number 4, the cocky one. Yep. What
Yes.
are you hexing?
I'm gonna hex their strength. Or no, we're gonna keep it dex.
Dex. Got it.
Hex the dex.
Hex the dex. Druid number 1 is going to attack Callie with their staff. Does an 18 hit you, Callie?
No. Thanks to Shield of Faith and the shield you gave me.
It's your turn.
Exactly that druid is getting the same, but with an axe back.
Sure.
Advantage. No, let's see how it goes.
That's a hit. Solid hit.
9 points slashing.
Druid number 1 looking very damaged.
Good. I'm moving a bit around, shimmying, staying in radius, next to Mark.
Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. Druid number 4 is going to attack Mark with their cocky dancing around. But a 9 will not hit you. And then it is Armin's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna go and yank the other fang out.
Sure. Give us
And
a
use an advantage for it. Because why not? Yank. Yes.
a 14
That's
is
decent.
good, but not as good. Give me 1d8 roll.
Alrighty, 1d8.
5's reasonable. 5's reasonable.
Yank.
You sort of pull the tooth loose, but it doesn't quite come free, and you hear that groan again. Sure, that's the wind. Sure, it's the wind.
Then
Um,
I will use my bonus action to spiritual
Move the snoo?
weapon. Yeah.
which one?
Whichever one it was closest to.
D4.
I think it was Druid 4.
Yep. An 11 will hit. Yep. Meets beats. Really should have bark skinned these guys. The first hit that the druid takes, and he's sort of, oh, and like all wind knocked out of his sails.
It takes 10 damage. My
Beautiful.
+3. Yeah.
Mark, your turn.
Okay. I'm just going to slash at the druid that looks very unwell. Ugh. And then
Alright.
again.
20.
A 13 will hit.
Yay!
It's just sad at this stage. I'm going to use a superiority die to trip them. Sorry.
Sure. 6 slashing, yeah. And so hang on a minute, did you hit druid number 1? The one that is more damaged, or druid number 4, the cocky one that just got hit by Armin's
The one that's more damaged.
one that's more damaged? That is going to be enough. How does this look?
Yeah, I'm not even paying attention because I'm sort of looking at the other druid that's being all cocky and annoying, and so it's just sort of an afterthought of a slash.
Yeah. And down they go, following your blade to the ground. They're a feeble spellcaster as they almost move with your blade into the ground. There's only one druid left who's suddenly realizing, despite being very cocky a second ago, he's now alone. Blue, it's your turn.
So I'm going to step out of cover from at this point and cast Blade Ward on myself, which I believe gives me... Yeah, I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapons. Can I make it over to him?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna do some primal savagery. Same
my
thing,
goodness.
the nails.
Yeah.
Nails get awful.
Do it. Oh, 25, that's going to hit.
Okay. I have 4 points of acid damage.
And it does fall.
Give him a
Okay.
taste of his own medicine, just...
Yes.
So he is looking, as you hit him. Callie, your turn.
Yeah, the one druid, axe.
Axe.
Usual shebang. 2400.
See the damage.
12 points
My
of
goodness.
slashing.
That's enough. How does this look? Druid all alone, realizing that they've got nowhere to run.
Cut from up to
Wow.
slash.
Itchy the Killer style.
Kali is annoyed with this, and she's just looking in between to Armin, just, do you need help?
Armin, it is your turn. We're also out of combat, but it's your turn. You're muted.
Okay, I will go ahead and yank on the tooth, the loose tooth,
Do it!
to hopefully yank it out. Oh, my hand slipped.
Not on a 6, I'm afraid.
Nope,
Yeah,
my hand slipped.
nothing happens. So we're out of
Ow,
combat.
splinter.
We're out of combat. There's just the just this statue.
First I would go to Flu and Mark, just ask if they are okay. And I would give each of them 5 points, hit points back.
Oh, I'm doing much better now.
5 points for
Before
each.
my wings go away. Because I only have them for a minute, and we were in combat for a bit.
So
I want
as
to try
you-
to yank that tooth out before I fall.
Give me one last strength check. This might be a grip check.
Hanging on the tooth.
Okay, I'm using an advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, thank. Oh.
A 12 isn't great.
Ooh.
Roll me
But it's
1d6.
Welcome, Raiders.
Raiders, thank you so
Yay!
much, Keora. Keora, a
Raiders are-
map maker. If you haven't checked them out, you should do. They're good. They're good.
Ooh, I love maps.
This statue trembles as you pull the tooth. You see bits of twig and stuff fall away, but the tooth does not. You are now
Dang it.
holding onto the tooth as your wings fall off.
Oh no.
All right, time for my backup measure.
I
I'm
cast.
standing underneath.
Can I just, as they're looking up at me, have my legs emerge?
Oh my goodness, yeah. So spider legs sprout from Armin's back, and
Ah!
Back up.
that-
It's all right. It's all good.
That's normal. Don't worry.
I'm being attacked by a giant spider!
No, we're good.
Mark,
We're
Mark,
good.
She's fine. Just that's her were self.
You two are most interesting. I just want to point this out. You guys just get more and more interesting.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
Just pull out my notebook and start drawing.
sure,
I continue to hate Barovia.
valid.
Very valid. I guess I'll just keep trying to wiggle this tooth out.
I have nothing
Sure.
to help from down below. I'm just looking.
I mean,
at
you could still
spells
attack
right
the
now.
statue. You could still attack the statue.
But Armin is hanging on it. If I
Oh.
also attack it, no.
Give me another D6 then, Armin.
Okay.
Not as easy with your tooth gone. With your wings gone, sorry.
Gonna cast Mage Hand. Try
Yeah.
to help out a bit.
Sure. Roll me a D6 just for damage.
Two. Oh!
Boy,
You know what? I'm gonna take out my maul and just try to like.
Do it.
stop! I will cast bless on her. No, I can't. Forget it. I don't have spell slots. Ignore me. Ignore me. I have no.
I'm
spell
gifting you my advantage for sake. Hit me. Give me a damage roll. For
Oh,
goodness sake.
Ten.
Woo!
The statue head comes flying off. The statue loses all life and begins to crumble towards the ground. Armin, you're going to take 1d6 damage as you hit the deck. So you take 2 points of damage. And on the ground, in that field of grass in between the walls, you see a small red gem tumble. And that is where we're going to end this week's episode of The Curse of the Cleanup Crew. On a success, you have found the gem.
Brilliant idea
You
with
did
the
it.
teeth.
Yeah, really good idea.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that was the secret. I was just like, maybe something in this land isn't
Yeah.
evil. Maybe this statue was here before and then it got changed into Strahd. But
No, turns out all Strahd needs is a dentist.
Right? So all we have to do is find his ghost, remove his teeth,
Done.
defang him.
she new to Strahd. Yeah.
So, here we are at the end of the episode. Let's go around and talk about who we are, where we can find each other, and all them wonderful things. We are going to go on a raid, so be ready for that. Let's go the opposite around this time and start with Jenna.
Hello, I am Jenna, and you can find me on Aspiring DM on Twitter and littledragonscribbles.com. And I'll be able to scan in my notes from this section very fast. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, that was fun. Welcome back, guys, to Double Nat 20, year 2020.
The year of the double crits.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jenna. Let's go next around to Kiralee Burnett. First time with us. How did you find it?
Hey, thank you. I had lots of fun. Thank you so much for inviting me and being so welcoming. It's a very good start to the day. Normally 9 a.m. in Canberra, Australia, so get on with the rest of my day. But I'm at Kiralee Burnett on Twitter, and mostly I'm just an eternal DM, DMing many in real life games. So yeah.
Fantastic. Well, been an absolute pleasure. Next around, let's go to Ailish.
Hey guys, so it was so good to join in this. It's so fun. I want to come back now. Want to continue. But you can find me at MahoI on Twitter. where I'll be forever screaming about D&D and other subjects. So there you go.
Fantastic. Last but most certainly not least, Vicky.
Oh, hi, I am Vicky. You can find me on cutie_V. It is so good to be back. The Christmas break was too long, and thank you for our guests for adding to the story and having 2 more wonderful adventurers to our crew. It was so much fun. And now Armin is officially a dentist, so
Yep.
pulling teeth
Always
now.
have a backup plan in
Yep.
case adventuring doesn't work out.
You know,
We got a winery guy.
Yeah.
My goodness. Well, everyone, thank you very much for coming back. Welcome to the new season. Welcome to 2020. It's going to be a good year for D&D. We all know it. Let's talk about things. Check out my social links. Thank you very much, everyone, for all your interactions on Twitter today. Discord, come and be a part of the community, and YouTube, catch up. Also, check out our sponsors, Hero Forge, where you would have seen the minis on the break-in at the startup. They're absolutely wonderful. Go and check out all of their stuff. Also, check out the Deck of Many. Our donation rewards at the minute are actually drawing from the Deck of Many things. As Callie has been as Jen has been showing throughout the thing, I've drawn the Knight this time. I've actually drawn a good card. For like the last few weeks, I've only been drawing Death and the Fool. Been slightly concerning because I shuffle every time. Also check out Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, your one-stop shop for alternative 5e content. They released the Dark Matter in hardback at PAX U this year. We were on the booth selling it. We were on the booth running it. It was a ton of fun. It still is a ton of fun. Go and buy it. It's full of amazing content. There's 5e play in space.
And the Mimic Book of Mimics. It's real good.
And the Mimic Book of Mimics. There you go. Also, the taverns and anchors. That's also amazing. There's all sorts of good stuff. All sorts of good stuff going on. So we are going to go on a raid. We are going to go and raid a new streamer that I've started watching recently. They are known as Wildlark. They're currently just chatting, but they are active in the D&D community as well. So join us on that raid. Bring your raid cry of Let's Evoke Emotions. And let's go and fill up their channel. Go and say hi. I want to see a follow train when we get over there. I want to see follow after follow after follow after follow. Also, if you haven't followed here yet, what are you doing? You see that goal over there? We got work to do. Hit the follow button. And we will see you next time here, both here and hosted on the D&D channel for Cleanup Crew. And we'll be back in an hour for the Children of Rowfield. So we'll see you then. Until next time, everyone, keep on evoking emotions. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.